What's up, everybody? We are live at 5 at Broadway.com. It is Tuesday, June 12th. I only know the date because it's 2 days after the Tonys. I'm Paul Wontorek.
And I'm Beth Stevens. Are you going to say that all week?
Yep.
I hope you do.
And over there is Caitlin Moynihan,
Hey.
content producer. How you doing, Caitlin?
I'm doing great.
Are you ready with the puns?
Oh no.
Who's here today, Beth?
Oh, I'm very excited because Conor Ryan is here from Desperate Measures.
He's fantastic. We love him.
Yeah.
We're going to get to him. First, today's top 5.
Hey guys, we got final casting news about the big gorilla hitting up the Great White Way.
Okay, punny.
It's fine.
Ish.
It's
Funny.
fine.
Funny.
It's fine.
What we're talking about, of course, is King Kong.
It's really happening.
It's really
It's
happening.
huge.
Big.
I just
big.
walked by the theater.
It's
All
huge.
the art's up.
Huge.
Huge.
Big.
Huge.
Awesome.
A big monkey.
Okay.
I'm into it.
Eric Lockfeld will play Lumpy.
I don't know Lumpy. I know King Kong. I don't know Lumpy.
I don't know Lumpy.
I assume he's part of the crew. You know, the guys that all go to the island. And
You know a lot more about this than I do. Anyway, Eric.
Beth, do you really not know King Kong?
I really don't.
Do you know the original movie?
I've seen
Do you know
parts
the
of
Peter
it.
Jackson movie?
No.
All right, we're gonna spend a weekend
Oh.
watching every version of
He's
King
gonna-
Kong. You haven't seen the Jessica Lange version?
No. I'm
So
sorry
upset.
to let you all down. I
So
know a lot about
disappointed.
theater, though, and I will definitely see King Kong on Broadway. Meanwhile, Eric Lockfeld was in Misery and Metamorphosis.
Yep.
And
I remember Metamorphosis. That was so good. We're old.
Circle in the Square. Ooh, the book of King Kong is by newly minted Tony winner Jack Thorne,
Yes.
who also wrote Harry Potter and
Yeah.
the Cursed Child. I like to say Potter.
Yep.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It's directed by Olivier winner Drew McOnie.
Yes.
Previews start October 5th, and opening night is November 8th at the Broadway Theater. The Broadway Theater, not a Broadway Theater. And
The big one.
That's all you need to know.
All you gotta know. And London audiences only have a little bit longer to raise it up.
Oh, good
That
one.
was a good one.
Ah, I was gonna make a raise you up
Oh,
reference.
Beat you to it.
Anyway, yeah. So Kinky Boots is closing in the West End. Big hit. Right?
Very big hit.
Big hit over there. It closes not for 6 more months. Calm down. Literally 6 months from today, the 12th of January, 2019. So it'll make it to the new year. It won 3 Olivier Awards, including Best New Musical, which it also won at the Tony Awards. It opened September 15th, 2015. Over 1,400 performances. Still going on Broadway. 6 years in. Big hit. Don't cry. It's all good. It's fine. Kinky Boots will live on in our hearts forever, but it'll live on in London until January.
Wow. Thank you.
Harsh. And some of the original puppeteers are heading back to off-Broadway.
They're not just puppeteers, they're Broadway stars. That's right. So, OG, can I say that? Not really. Avenue
you
Q.
You can't pull it off, but
I can't really pull it off. We're talking about John Tartaglia, Stephanie DeBruzzo. Those two were Tony nominated back in 2004.
ish.
No, I
In case
know.
you- I just affecting
Also,
in case you
Rick
got it wrong.
Lyon, who was Checky Monster, and Anne Harada, who was Christmas Eve. I know it all.
So what are they doing?
They are, okay, listen to this. They will make guest appearances throughout 15 performances from July 18th through July 29th.
Like at the merch stand, or are they in the show?
At the merch stand. And that's the story. No.
That's cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool? So,
Yeah.
so as we know, I almost said Kinky Boots because we were just talking about it. Avenue Q started at the Vineyard off Broadway. moved to
Another Best
Broadway,
Musical winner, though.
won Best Musical at the Tony Awards, surprising a lot of people. Then, after a long run on Broadway, moved off Broadway to New World Stages. That's where you can find these stars and more.
You know who else is at New World Stages? Today's guest, Conor Ryan.
Well, hell, look at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh,
And
that's
we-
it. Okay.
That's it.
Oh,
That's all.
that's it.
That's the news.
That's it. And we got some new casting updates on the upcoming new musical Dave.
Yeah, so there's a musical Dave.
Based on the movie.
Yes,
I
based
did
on a
see that
movie, a
one.
Kevin Kline Sigourney Weaver movie from the 90s, I believe. Yeah, so Dave, the musical, is happening down at the Arena Stage in Washington, D.C. Tom Meehan, the late Tom Meehan, and Nell Benjamin of
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls, thank you, and Legally
welcome.
Blonde, wrote the book. Music by Tom Kitt, and lyrics by Nell Benjamin, directed by Tina Landau. These are all really fancy people. Choreography by Sam Pinkleton. Anyway, it's running in July, and it starts in July, and we just found out today that Douglas Sills,
Funny guy.
who we
Love.
adore, will play Chief of Staff Bob Alexander.
Very serious role.
Of course, he was last seen in War Paint. He was legendary for the Scarlet Pimpernel, Tony nominated. He was in Living on Love with Renee Fleming.
He was.
Yes, and Little Shop of Horrors. He was the evil dentist. Yeah, misunderstood maybe dentist. Drew Gehling is Dave, and Mimi Paris is Ellen, who is Dave's wife. So anyway, yeah, we're excited to see it. This is potentially a Broadway-bound musical.
I think it's definitely a Broadway
Okay.
musical.
Beth is predicting Broadway.
That's just me.
Check. And we found out some more people who are going to have a hard knock life at the Hollywood Bowl.
Good one.
Thank you.
Good one.
Thank
I'm
you.
always judging.
This
for
cast
Yeah.
is
This cast is
It's
hot.
big.
Okay, so the new arrivals to this cast will be David Allen Greer will play Daddy Warbucks.
Yes.
And Stephen Weber will play FDR in Annie. Of course, Annie.
Yeah.
Listen to who they're joining. Lea Salonga is Grace Farrell. Megan Hilty is Lily St. Regis. Such a good role for her.
Good cast.
Anna Gasteyer, Miss Hannigan. This is directed by Michael Arden, who directed, of course, the Tony-winning revival
Yes!
of Once on This Island. It runs from July 27th through the 29th at the Hollywood Bowl. And first of all, both of these guys have so many credits. But David Allen Greer is a 3-time Tony nominee for The First, Race, and Porgy and Bess. And Stephen Weber was in The Philanthropist, The Producers. Remember him in The Producers? He was so good.
Yeah, he was
Loot,
great.
Homefront, and
He was
The
Leo
Real
Bloom.
Thing. That's correct.
I don't know why I said it like that.
But thank you for
You
saying
know
it
what,
like
Beth?
that.
I've never seen one of these Hollywood Bowl concerts.
Me either.
But I think I might need to see this one.
Okay, well,
Just warning you, I
gotta
might
hop
be
a
out
flight.
the end of July.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Beth, for your exciting Annie news. I wonder if there's anything experimental about it, like Michael Arden-y about this production. Like Anna Gasteyer, maybe she'll actually play Annie.
And Miss Hannigan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe there's some twist.
All right.
Maybe
That's
there's
an
some
interesting
twist.
take, Paul.
I don't
On
know.
that note, I'm going to get out of
Okay.
here.
Hey, Caitlin, why don't you tell us about today's guest?
Sure, guys. Today we have Conor. He is currently starring as Johnny Blood in the off-Broadway production of Desperate Measures at the New World Stages, and the previous run earned him an Outer Critics Circle nomination for Outstanding Actor in a Musical. His previous credits include Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella on Broadway, Into the Wild, and the John and Jen revival with Kate Baldwin, and he was recently seen in Jesus Christ Superstar Live. Make sure to follow him on Instagram at Chaka Conor and leave your questions in the comments for him below for us to get to. Welcome, Paul and Connor.
Thanks.
Hey,
What's up?
Connor
What's
Ryan.
up?
I
This is
love
awesome.
people with 2 first names.
Oh, thank you. I love being a person with 2 first
It's
names.
good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
How's it going?
It's good. This is crazy. The last time I think I saw you, I feel like in real life in person was when you came to see John and Jen.
That was a
I
long
had never
time ago.
met you, and I think I was like, do I go over and meet him or do I just spook and run? And
Wow.
I spooked and ran.
We said hi, didn't we?
I don't
No?
know.
You didn't?
I feel like I remember you talking to Kate, and I was like,
Kate Baldwin, Tony nominated Kate Baldwin.
the
Wow,
Tony
she's blown
nominated
up,
Kate
huh?
Baldwin. Yeah.
Yeah.
been
Yeah,
doing
you were
great.
great in that John and Jen show.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were fantastic.
It's
I was
fun.
like,
It's fun
who's
show.
this kid?
Who is this scrappy
Yeah.
little guy?
Yeah, we did a fresh face feature on you back then, I remember.
Yes. Yeah, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, look at you naming names. And
Hey.
Caitlin took your photo. Not this Caitlin. We have a lot of Caitlins here. Anyway,
many Caitlins.
this is all extraneous information about how we met or how we know or don't know each other. The point is, you were
the
back on stage in an award-nominated performance with a great character name. Tell us again this.
Johnny Blood. Not
Johnny-
2 first names, but still.
Johnny
good
Blood.
name.
I don't know. Blood's a good first name.
It could
It's
be.
coming back.
Is it?
Coming in. Sure. Name your
coming.
kid's Blood. Johnny Blood in Desperate Measures. So
That's right.
tell the folks. Now, it had a hit run on the east side.
Over on
Now
the
it's
east
on the west
side.
side.
Mhm.
It's at New World Stages in the almost heart of the theater district. Can we say that?
Sure.
What's going on with that canopy over the Worldwide? Anyway, over the plaza. That's
Oh,
like-
they're
it's all
doing
covered.
construction,
It's
right? Yeah,
weird.
the fountain isn't.
Anyway,
there's
you don't have to
no
worry about
fountain.
that. That's just if you're going to Blockheads. But the show is actually underground in a great little theater, right?
Kate likes to tease me that I can't seem to make it out of any basements. She and Graham, her husband, are like, "You've got to get out of the basement."
Yeah, the basement.
We transferred from one basement to another, but
So,
it's a
tell
good
me,
basement.
tell the folks about Desperate Measures. It's a big hit. Big
Thank
hit.
you.
And there were a lot of Drama Desk nominations.
Yeah, we
right?
won some.
Yeah, you won.
We
Yeah.
our producers got us all tickets to the Drama Desk, and we were like, well, we've had a matinee today, and like, I don't know if we really feel like a part of this like surge, like the club, you know, like
Yeah.
the flashy stuff. And we're like sitting there watching the show, having a really good time, and then like we were looking at each other like, did they just say
It got flashy.
Friedman's name?
Yeah.
It got so flashy.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was
People love the
awesome.
music. And
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell everyone, this is a Wild West, Old West, right?
Yeah, so
It's a
take,
little Shakespeare inspiration.
yeah, we got
I try to
measure-
downplay the Shakespeare element. It's not my favorite thing.
Right. Yes.
But you made it fun.
Not to be deterred by the fact that we're based on Measure for Measure.
Measure for
Very
Measure.
loosely based
okay.
on Measure for Measure. Set in the Wild West as a musical comedy. It's written in verse, which was for me both like audience brain or actor audition brain was sort of like what, but is in hindsight or in the present, I guess,
Right, yeah.
is like one of my favorite things about the
Really?
show. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Can you give me like an example of it?
Yeah. What's one of my lines? I've got, who's making all that racket? Thanks a heap. Can a doomed man catch a breath of sleep?
Oh.
And so on and so forth.
And you're
Aw.
a dude. You are a dude, man.
I'm a dude, man. I'm a hot-blooded cowboy.
How is that? Do you go in for a lot of hot-blooded roles?
I
You're like
am
a bad boy.
I'm a bad cowboy.
Yeah.
I'm like a cross between like a little child and some version of a bad cowboy. It's like a bad cowboy who's like really just like sort of a toddler.
Puts on a front, but he's really a mess.
Like he's got this like swagger going, but like he's like not actually really sure what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was it fun to figure out the swagger and like to get yourself in the body of this guy?
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet, right?
I haven't.
Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
coming.
yeah. What the
I'm coming.
What the bleep?
I don't go to
is
the
that
east
allowed
side.
on
I don't
on
go to the
internet?
east side.
You
You,
don't go to the east side.
you can say whatever you want. It's
didn't
just
go
like
to-
the Tonys.
We let Lauren like to call the York 54 below east because it's on 54th and it's down.
Oh.
So you see.
Got it. I got it.
Um,
But now you're at New World Stages, and I'm gonna come and see.
Now
you.
we're at
You
New
do-
World
It's
Stages.
only like you
under
just started
the
like 2 weeks ago.
canopy, under the street.
Right.
There we are.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So what was the point? I don't know why you had to tell everyone. I didn't see
hot-blooded
it. Normally we
cowboy-
try to keep that undercover.
Yeah.
Kidding.
No, I love playing Johnny. It's super. He's got a big heart. It's fun to play somebody that is good. I think he's good.
Yeah.
Play starts out with him being in kind of a sticky situation. He's sentenced to hang because he did kill a man in a bar fight,
It happens.
defending his saloon gal girlfriend,
Okay.
played by Lauren Molina.
Now Lauren Molina was here actually when you guys were on the east side.
She was, and I watched that.
Yeah, she came by.
And
yeah, and so she's pretty fantastic, right?
she's how more fantastic could you get?
But she's very dressed in this. I mean, compared to her work
She
with the
very-
skivvies,
well,
she's the skivvies.
Well, you got to come check out the show
Compare.
because
There's
there are
moments.
moments of dress.
Okay.
There are moments of dressedness and also other moments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
That'll sell some tickets.
But I watched that interview. That was funny because you guys had some kind of like tech malfunction. Do you remember that?
Oh my god.
And you guys, there was
God.
a part. I'm sorry to throw you guys under the bus like that.
That's all right. That happens. It's the
It
internet.
happens.
Things
But
go wrong.
It was amazing because it was like there was this moment of you guys being like, "Oh, it's not working. We're not on," but you were, and I'm sitting there like,
That's horrifying.
Please, I wanted some like I wanted Lauren to have some like dishy conversation about us, about the cast, or like I wanted something dirty to happen in that moment. But
Did
It
it?
You
said
guys-
nothing
you guys
was
stayed
said that I
professional.
should immediately have taken off the internet. 'Cause I wasn't aware that this video lived
we
like
stayed
that.
professional, which was kind of boring.
Yeah, she's a professional
Very
girl.
profesh.
But the whole cast was a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, it's such
Yeah.
a great group. It's such a lucky thing to go to work every day with people who you love and people who you trust and people who are so good at their jobs. It's a blast. And such a small little show that with the 6 of us, if there was a weirdness or a weak link or something, it would greatly affect the whole thing. And so that's like one of the coolest things about it is that all 6 of us feel really cohesive and everybody gets their little moment to shine. It's an awesome little play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was Superstar Live? Was that fun? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Were you lit? Was it fun?
I wasn't
being-
religious before, but like maybe now I am.
You found God?
I'm a John Legend believer.
Uh-huh.
No, oh my God, it was so amazing. It was one of the most incredible experiences of my life.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So got the hair going on. I'm like looking at your hair. I'm really kind of jealous. It's so immobile.
Uh-huh.
It like just stays perfect.
That's not true
So
because
I've got a lot of movement.
I actually just saw
Me.
some photos from Tony night, and it
was
started.
moving?
It kind of fell a little
Okay, it was drooping.
bit. It
Does
wasn't
that-
as erect as
Does
normal.
that
I'm sorry. But yeah. So, but your hair is a lot.
It's there's
Are
a
you
lot
enjoying this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like carefree. Some days I like feel like a homeless man, but
Right. It's
That's
a look.
cool, too.
But that's a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in.
Yeah. Do you live in Brooklyn?
I used to live in Brooklyn. I now live in Harlem. I just moved a couple weeks ago.
Everyone's moving to Harlem.
Yeah, I like it. I'm excited about
Yeah,
it.
it's all happening up in Harlem.
It is. Where do you live?
I live in Hell's Kitchen,
Hey,
people.
walking to work.
It's a quick walk to work.
It's a quick, swift walk.
Stop asking me personal questions. How's Kate Baldwin? You still talk to her?
Yeah, we're having lunch tomorrow with my mom.
Aw, you were John to her Jen.
I sure was.
That was
yeah.
a
Me and
hit
my two
off-Broadway
moms at
revival,
lunch.
the Andrew Lippa musical.
That's right. Yeah, Andrew Lippa, Tom Greenwald.
Yeah. And she really likes you.
I really like her.
She talks about you like very, very warmly.
She loves everyone. She's
that what
one
it
of those
is?
like perfect people that like no matter who you are, if you've met her once and you texted her, she would have champagne ready for you backstage at Hello Dolly. Like that's just how she is.
Yeah.
Not to discount my own place in her heart, but
I was gonna say, did she actually have champagne? Because I went backstage, she didn't have champagne. She had champagne for you. Sorry,
What?
I'm just kidding.
I meant
I don't think she knew I was
Prosecco.
coming.
yeah, no, she got my mom house seats to Hello Dolly, like in the heart of their bet craziness.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know how much that probably cost her. She's the best.
She's the best. We love you, Kate Baldwin.
We love you so much.
And you looked very nice on Tony night.
You looked fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm a little mad at her. She sent me a Marco Polo, this app where you're like texting, but you're sending video messages.
No, what? I don't
It's
know
like
this.
Snapchat.
It's this app that Kate forces everyone in her life to get because she's obsessed with it, and now I've converted, even though for a while it was slow going. But she sends me a Marco Polo at like midnight on Tony night from the Carlisle party,
Yeah.
all dressed up. I was with Lauren and folks at Joe's Pub. We did a skivvies thing.
Uh-huh.
And she sends me, she's like having such a good time. She's like with one of my friends from Jesus Christ Superstar, Joey Turano. Do you know Joey Turano?
Yeah.
And she's
Of
like,
Kinky Boots fame.
and they're like, hey, what's up, Connor? We're having so much fun at the Carlisle. And she's just like, I meant to invite you to this. End of video. I'm just like, perfect, Kate. Great. That would have been fun. Yeah.
Did you send something back?
Well, I'm saving my retort for tomorrow in person.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
No, I was actually bummed. I was at that party and I didn't see her. You know, it's hard to see everybody.
Oh, so you were there.
Yeah, I was there, but I didn't see Kate Baldwin, so it was not the most successful night. What's your dream role? People love to know dream roles.
Oh man, I would definitely love to play the MC.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've done it. I did it in college, but I would love to do it again.
I'm assuming you mean in Cabaret.
Yes, the MC in Cabaret.
Not the MC in the Chicago film. Tay Diggs. Different role.
I would also love to be Tay Diggs.
You just want to be Tay Diggs.
That would be really great. Yeah, that would be so great. Yeah, George. Yeah.
Sunday in the Park.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lauren was on here. I think she said Dot too. Maybe we can get that ball rolling.
Yeah. Okay.
That could be a regional ball.
That's a regional ball.
Yeah.
Just throw that ball in one of the regions.
Let's do it.
You stand on the Empire State Building and just
Let's
throw
do
it in
it.
a direction and see which region it ends up in.
Could you take that on?
Take on what? Producing it?
The
direct-
ball.
Throwing of the ball. The throwing of the ball.
Yeah.
If I threw it off the Empire State Building, it would land on 34th and 5th.
Okay.
And it'd probably hurt somebody. What are we talking about?
I have
I have
no
no
clue.
idea.
This conversation
We
is
do have
very
some
strange.
questions.
Okay.
Hey, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Caitlin Moynihan, who's our new content producer. Do you have any questions from the
Yes,
internet?
of course.
Of
So
course.
Emma wants to know, how are you and Johnny Blood similar?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's an awesome question. Johnny Blood is so he is an optimist. He is sentenced to hang and he is still gonna try to see the hope and the good in this situation. And I think that I would like to think of myself like that. Yeah, I'll say that.
Is
Among
there-
other qualities.
Is there any element of like a bad boy to you?
I've got some hot-bloodedness.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my cast members would definitely support that statement. Like some tech week, hot-blooded.
Like you yell at everybody? You had like some temper tantrums?
Like some like Patti LuPone screaming.
Really?
No, JK. No, I've slammed a door or two in my life. My mom would have attested that too. Yeah. No, Johnny's got some. He's got some limber moves. That's like Conor thing.
Yeah.
Moves.
That works.
Yes.
That works. Another question. Conor wants to know if and when the show is getting a cast recording. Can you tell us anything?
Am I allowed to say? Very soon. We've recorded it, and it will be available soon.
Yeah. Was that fun to record?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Being in the recording studio is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
That's like the one funny thing about Jesus Christ Superstar is that was all recorded while we were just performing it. So you get the joy of like getting to listen back to a recording, but we didn't get the experience of being in the studio all together, which would have been really cool.
Right.
Cool. Julia wants to know who has been your favorite person to work with on stage.
Whoa.
Was Kate Baldwin watching?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know. After the Carlisle incident. No, yeah. Kate's.
You don't have to say Kate.
Everyone
I'm not
knows
trying
how
to sway.
That's the
Yeah.
boring answer because everyone knows how perfect Kate
She
Baldwin
is,
is.
yeah.
I'm gonna take this moment to discuss the fearless and monstrous and muscular genius of Lauren Molina.
The muscular genius.
Muscular
She
genius.
is like there's a muscularity to her acting and her comedy. There's
In her body.
and her beautiful, amazing, sexy, muscular body
Right.
that is so skivvies toned at all times at a moment's notice. No, yeah, she is she's absolutely fearless. One show I came out accidentally for our scene. We do a lot of like aggressive making out through jail bars.
Okay.
And I had
Very
not,
Tracy Turnblad, Link Larkin of you.
Hey.
Go on. Sorry.
I had not appropriately anticipated my entrance, and I had a mouth full of Snickers. And I'm talking like saliva, like cords of like 50% Snickers.
This is what you're doing during the show.
And sometimes
Shoving Snickers
you
in
need
your
a
mouth.
Snickers.
Okay.
Sometimes you
I wish at this moment I knew the Snickers like tagline, like crunch it.
Yeah, there is something. Don't they write things?
Oh
They
yeah.
write words
So
on
no,
it.
I mean like I can come out on stage with cords of snickery saliva coming out of my mouth, and she will
Snickery
still
saliva.
like look at me and like stick her tongue in my mouth.
She went in for the
She's-
Snicker mouth, but
she
she
was
didn't.
hungry.
Did she know?
Oh.
She was hungry because she'd been doing too many series performances, and she was hungry.
Oh.
Now, did you act? I was gonna ask if you performed at the Skivvies, but wasn't there like a Skivvies show? Did you get naked with Lauren Molina? Did you get into your underwear?
Yeah.
for
I've
a
done a couple
concert?
Skivvies things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a few at the York, sort of.
Is that
as,
terrifying to you?
Like, at first,
How skivvy did you get?
I sort of eased my way in. The first few times I was wearing like big like puffy boxers.
Yeah.
And then at Joe's Pub on Sunday I was in like little tight bike shorts.
So every time it just okay.
Yeah, maybe the next time I'll do like a Speedo.
Maybe. She
Go
keeps
find
asking
out.
you that.
The actor who plays our sheriff, Peter Sade, he's Australian, and every time he does skivvies, he wears this like tiny Australian flag like banana hammock.
Oh.
It's a beautiful.
Google that, kids.
It's a beautiful thing.
gosh.
Peter
Banana
Sade,
hammock.
Australia, banana hammock.
Nailed it.
What else do you want people to know about this show down at New World Stages?
I want people to know that if you want to feel an exhale and you want to push out some of the craziness that's going on in the world right now, and you want to just have a total good time and laugh and listen to some good music, that's what this is. It's not. I mean, I also feel like it has the potential to like change your life depending on what day it is in your life that you're
Sure.
seeing our show. I think our show has a lot of depth and a lot of like really awesome, juicy, good stuff that isn't just like ga, ga, ga.
Right.
But also, you know, mainly I think it's the kind of show you go to see if you just really want to have a good time and not like do too much thinking, just like chill and relax and laugh.
So let's send some tickets over to Robert De Niro, maybe.
Definitely Robert De Niro.
He could use a laugh.
He could use a forgetting of our current
He just needs a laugh.
political climate. Yeah.
Just needs a laugh. Okay, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Time flies. Time flies on live Facebook. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Go see Desperate Measures. I'm going to go because it's on the west side. I'll be there.
I'll
see you there. And if I see you, please just say hi to me if you see me. If you see me, don't avoid me.
I will. But don't, if you're talking to Kate, if she's there with you, it could be intimidating. So talk to somebody less perfect.
Okay.
And then I'll come over. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. Hey, Caitlin, why don't you take us out?
Of course. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live at 5 every day on Facebook. The podcast version of today's episode will be up right after this. And make sure to tune in tomorrow when we have the new waitress doctor, Eric Bergman.